welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten, the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. He's looking deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
Every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Cricket.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Hit the afterburners, kid. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Ready up.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10.
Griffin.
Receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage. One-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Logger.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. The 18 unit on the field.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation where we might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something thinking out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react to get punched in the mouth on that last one.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense in.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for room, it's rush. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Go.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy you can look for early and often in this game.
Wide out in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
On the
Time
set.
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Jackrabbit.
The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Let's go.
Fine play action. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Finds his man. It's Petty. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go.
He needed less than a yard. Didn't hesitate. Didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
On the double.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making the play.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early,
Fires deep toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
and just break that extra tackle. You know, make that extra play. Make the guy miss. Put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
The give from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I get the running back space and right there in control. He takes advantage of it.
Freedom. Lasso. Go,
Motion
go.
from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
On the double.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Cobra.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off the long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing on this one.
Okay, ready?
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down.
Terrier.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's King. Fires on the move. Oh, finds room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Ready,
And
set.
this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
On the ready.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota. Finally up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Easy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile guy.
To the air, it's Witherspoon. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 15. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a comes out hot down the right side. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security, not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket, obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He can throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break and to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Hard running there. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
The RPO, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
plays so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Looking to throw, it's King. Finds his big tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting tackled for a loss.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going and help around him a little bit with this system.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking the shot. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. It's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Got it.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
Clear. Clear.
Looking to throw, it's King. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, and he put his team in great position. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. If it's over, move on. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set. Get set.
They'll run it from the gun. 45, he's got 4. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
On the
They've
set.
got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
Here we go.
the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success with the side of the run.
Ready by picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Can't get it to the ground. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Easy. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Still looking, on the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, you know the game of football. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Find space on the right. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball in the money, and he makes the play.
They'll throw it on first down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Buys a little time. He'll throw one to his right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed. It was a nice shot down the field.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
They'll test the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
On the
Now
double.
facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. To the air. It's Witherspoon. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone.
Okay, ready?
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field.
Here we go!
Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
This is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I had played with many quarterbacks that just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here.
On the ready?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I think like this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum.